Ranch.
It's very creepy.
Unexplained events.
It said your name and then it said beware.
Yes. KSL takes you on a chilling tour of Utah's Ghost Island. Coming up next.
All right, if it feels like you're not alone on Antelope Island, well, there may be something more than just those bugs or bison lurking out there.
Yeah, many who have visited a historic ranch believe something unexplained and dark is quietly stalking the living. Here's news specialist Andrew Adams from Ghost Island.
When the shores of the Great Salt Lake look lonely and the locals reflect on the dying season,
Yeah, it's very creepy.
that all too familiar sense weighs heavily.
I do wonder. I wonder what the explanation is, what it could be. A lot of people have strange feelings like they're not alone or they're being watched. I don't want to jump on the ghost bandwagon, but I'm open to it.
Carl Aldrich had always been an extreme skeptic.
We've had people who see things, apparitions, shapes of bodies.
His own experiences here at the Fielding Garr Ranch have left him to question.
Yeah, I was working in my office one day, and I just suddenly started smelling like a woman's perfume. It's really light and flowery. So I started recording audio, and I asked, "Why are you in my office?" It's very faint, but you can hear a voice saying, "Looking for you."
Perhaps it's a residual energy that somehow brings the 172-year-old ranch to life.
This is the original ranch house that Fielding Garr built. I have people here in the middle of the day who say that they feel something in the house.
Or maybe it isn't the ranch itself, but the woods that surround it.
I think that's where the dark energy is starting to show up more than anything. We saw the grass moving and everything, but we saw nothing else. We had a couple of people that were there inside the woods, and both were attacked with the same scratch mark on both sides of the shoulder.
It's those harrowing encounters with the unexplained
It's got video cameras, it's got digital recorders.
that regularly bring these investigators back to the ranch's grounds.
Not everything is paranormal, but at the same time, that's why we study it, to see what is going on and how we can debunk it if it's not paranormal.
And on this night,
We've got many devices here that you can use to show us your presence.
the search for answers began in the old ranch house.
Don't be afraid to show your presence, talk to us.
Something didn't waste any time making its voice heard.
Is there anybody here with us tonight?
Would you light up the box and let us know that you're here in the room with us?
Can you knock on something?
Electronic voice phenomena, often interpreted as spirit voices, have been recorded regularly here, along with unexplained sounds.
Do you hear a light tap?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a light tap.
Some, like the whistle, were heard in person, but never showed up on recording devices.
There is something dark out here. We can never determine where it's coming from, though. That's the thing that's bugging me the most.
As the crew headed out to the woods, an area believed to be the source of the dark energy,
Just said stop.
they were suddenly stopped in their tracks.
Did it say stop or saw?
It said stop. Hold on a second. Watch out, watch out.
Something out there was moving.
It was just the one piece moving. Otherwise, more tree would be moving.
Something's in there.
If spirits have a sense of humor, certainly they laughed at this,
Beware. Just said beware.
alerting the ghost hunters to what else goes bump in the night.
See?
A porcupine.
We're not totally crazy.
It didn't mean, though, that something more sinister here
What's this thing?
Said hide, hostile, outside.
wasn't capable of leaving its own mark.
Earlier it told me it said my name and said suffer.
There's something right here. Just not quite sure what, you know.
Right.
But it's heavy. Maybe Chris is right. We need to leave.
It was already too late.
Start heading back.
On the way out,
Okay.
an investigator had an unsettling sensation,
Right there. We have a scratch mark.
and unsettling quickly gave way to unnerving.
It felt like someone was just a regular scratch, but there's no way I can be scratched that I could even scratch myself through 2 layers of hoodies.
The minute that you got scratched, that's when I started feeling real sick, dizzy, and nauseous, right? So you're gonna have to be cleansed, my friend.
Somebody help me light this.
The woods are always darker at night.
Release anything that you'd feel does not belong to you.
But whatever is behind the darkness that looms over the old ranch house seems to linger.
Make sure that you picture anything that is attached to you, releasing.
This place has got a lot of weird things going on here that you just can't explain.
From Antelope Island, Andrew Adams, KSL 5 News.
All right, I'm gonna have to sleep with the light on tonight.
Seriously.
It's shaking. All right.